Well, Streamlabs changed shit around, so that took longer than I thought. Hi, Kit. Hi, Lynx. Yeah, I'm a minute late. I know. I'm a terrible person. How could I ever stream, Matt? How can I call myself a semi-professional streamer being a minute late? What was I gonna say? So the Aura video is done. I'm not gonna release it till tomorrow because I don't like releasing shit like after or during the stream. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. I had some fun with it though, so that's good. I would have had it done yesterday, but I had IRL stuff to take care of, unfortunately. I don't know anymore. So, yeah, this week, and I know the thumbnail is kind of misleading, but we're testing 3 add-ons this week. It's battery, supercharger, and mic. Because I didn't really know how to put mic into the thumbnail or explain what it did. And I still don't know where to put mic in general, because it's the only one that affects the drone directly, so throwing it in with batteries just made the most sense to me. I don't know anymore. And I did take a couple days off from playing Skull Merchant. Again, I had IRL stuff, but we were sitting at 30 hours. And it hasn't even been a month. I love pink. Thank you, behavior. I'm assuming this is for the summer event. It's not even really an event. The event is not an event that is an event. Let's go. It was only a matter of time. That is not V. That is not V. Summer Screams, suffocating heat in the last of your worries. The Summer Screams event has begun, featuring a 3-week cycle of your favorite game modes. New quests. I like how they said favorite game modes, as if there's not only these 3 options. Behavior, these are the only 3 game modes. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. New collections to explore, and of course, sizzling meat. That's a lot of words. And I'm not gonna read them. Chaos Shuffle this week, Lights Out next week, 2v8 the week after. I don't think anything's being added to 2v8. I know Lights Out is getting a bit of a change. They're making like the candelabras actually do something where they give you like aura on vault points. And Chaos Shuffle, they're making it so every add-on on both sides will be added into it. Which is, in my opinion, how Chaos Shuffle should be. Completes Karmasunga quest to unlock a trio of summer-themed banners featuring characters like Sable, V, Yoonjin, Trickster, and more. The Waterfront Massacre collection also returns with new outfits for Young and V, available in in-game store. You couldn't help yourselves, behavior. you couldn't help yourselves, huh? This isn't V, man. Like, hang on. Thank you. What is this? Oh, new lore. Cool, we got cultists. This isn't V, man. It's not V. Come on, man. Is it a set? Is it at least individual pieces? Okay, it's at least individual pieces. Is it weird the only thing I want from this is the headpiece and the body? I don't want the bottom at all. I mean, I might as well get the whole thing. Fuck it. Hooray. I had the points. Why not? Oh, not Chaos Shuffle. I'm not playing Chaos Shuffle. Are you fucking kidding me? You played a comp match as, Skull Merchant? How'd that go? Lights Out was greater than they ruined the damn point of it? What do you mean? I don't think the Candelagers ruined the point. If anything, I like the Candelagers because it makes it so, like, the survivors can't stealth all the time. Destroy 12 pallets. Sacrifice or kill 20 survivors. Damage 10 gens. Hit 50 survivors with basic attacks. Be chased for 60 seconds. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. You're using a hex build? How'd that go? I mean, how'd it go? You got a 4K? That's good. Congrats. You beat the allegations. It is so weird that I think this works better as a summer cosmetic than the actual bottom she got. Like, genuinely, this headpiece it just makes her a whole new character. It's the glasses, man. God damn it, behavior. I'm kind of mad about this one. Genuinely kind of upset about it. I thought it was Kate, too! You know how I know it's not... Here's the thing, because a reminder that... Where is it? That this image here... We've had this image for, like, 3 months now, and no one knew it was V. No one knew it was V. She's been there on the promotional thing the whole time, and no one knew it was V. I mean, I think, Scrapping, I think the reason for that is just because Lights Out from the Survivor Inn was kind of literally just a stealth simulator. So I think they were trying to spice it up a bit. Plus, the Castlevania tie-in didn't help. It's not V. Because the thing is, they didn't change her face. That is V. It's just the hair on top of the glasses hiding half of her face. You wouldn't know if I didn't tell you. Like, V's model is already good. Behavior, I didn't have to do this. And again, I don't even like the swimsuit. I think the swimsuit looks kind of dumb, too. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hold up a minute. Hang on. Okay, behavior. Okay, well played. Alright, looking into it. Okay, alright, to be fair to behavior with the swimsuit, it looks like it's a very popular style in Thailand. That's why. Okay. Fair enough. They got the power? I mean, I agree, but, like, at the same time, I don't mind it. That's the fun of Chaos. That's supposed to be the fun of Chaos Shuffle. Is you don't know what you're gonna get. Because survivors can still get shit that doesn't do anything or hurts them. Because they added no mither back in. I don't like the skin. I hate this skin. This skin is terrible. But it's a V skin, so I'm buying it because I'm a shill. That's not the point, though. Yeah, like, I don't like it. It's not, like, I don't mind the skin, it's just, this isn't V. Like, if I just do this, look at that, that's immediately better! It's like the same problem I had with this skin, too. Even that's kind of better. But no, I don't like the skin at all. It's not even, again, it's not even because it's a bad skin. It's just, this isn't V. If I did not know this was V Boonsack, I would think it was Kate Denson. And again, that right there, like, just putting on this hair fixes the whole thing. Also, I don't really like the bottoms. I don't know. They seem really generic. Wasn't it you who said if you don't like something, you don't engage with it? Hey, do as I say, not as I do. I didn't say I wasn't a hypocrite. But statistically, survivor perks across the board are more helpful, whereas killers just have so many garbage perks. No way I'm talking out of my ass, right? I swear survivor perks are better across the board. For the most part, yes, survivor perks are better across the board. Okay, here's how I would explain this, is survivor perks are better across the board in combination. Killer perks tend to be better individually. As far as add-ons go, I mean, again, I just think that even with that not being the case, I think part of the fun of Chaos Shuffle is supposed to be you don't know what you're going to get. One match you get Pain Res, Save the Best for Last, No Way Out, Corrupt Intervention. The next match you get fucking Hangman's Trick, Deerstalker, Huntress Lullaby, and Merciless Storm. Same with the add-ons. I don't know. That's just me. That's how I feel like it should be. Also, I didn't buy the skin. Those Auric cells were free, so... Does Kate have a skin? Does she? Probably. Kate. She's got Yennefer. No, not really. Okay, I shuffle? Probably not. I'm trying to get these hours done on Skull Merchant. Also, I was testing out how running more slowdown was going to go for me. It did not go as well as I thought it would, if I'm honest with you. Bloodhound, yeah, there's an example of one. At fucking distressing. But I think for the most part, killer perks are just better individually. Like, just having Corrupts, like, that's better than anything. Moshi has his brown. I don't know. I mean, like, I love this fucking Xenomorph skin. I don't even play Xenomorph. So the enemy is biased to blondes. Statistically, most things are. So I would think a Lovecraftian demigod thing would also be. We'll see. Behavior hit him, so I don't know how long queue times are now. I'm not running Supercharger today. I'm going to try to test the times tonight on Supercharger with expired batteries so I can get the full math on it. And the reason we're not doing Chaos Shuffle is because, for those that aren't aware... Let's see if I can find it. Chaos Shuffle has its own stats page that apparently I don't have any stats on. Okay, thanks, behavior. Or 2v8, or Lights Out, or My Little Oni. All right, behavior, thanks. Since they have their own stats page, it doesn't count towards the main. So yeah. Also, like I said earlier, we're sitting at 30 hours. I took a couple days off, again, because of IRL stuff, but yeah. Behavior hiding the queue times. I don't know why they're hidden for you, they aren't for me. It could just be the stats website being dumb. It's bugged out a few times. Usually it fixes itself in a day or so. I am also going to laugh my ass off because 2v8's the last game mode in the rotation. I'm going to laugh my ass off if they're like, we're extending 2v8 by another week. They're gonna do it, chat. They're gonna fucking do it. They're gonna do it. It's gonna be terrible, but they're gonna do it. I do hope though, and I know some people are. I know some people are like kind of against them adding like a separate queue permanently, but genuinely, I think that's what they're testing right now. I think they're testing to see if the game can handle split queues like this with rotating game modes. Because to me, if we get to a point where it's like, oh, this week is Chaos Shuffle, this week is Lights Out, this week is 2v8, and it just keeps rotating on that list, unless an event is happening, I think that's fine. God, we've been getting bad ham so much. Is it the fake skull merchant, guys? I am. We all know it. Ace Visconti. Put this. I probably should have broken that window. Was that Dance With Me? He makes that still. He makes that. People told me it wouldn't be meta. People kept telling me, Bennett, it's not going to become meta. I told you guys. I probably could have swung through that, to be honest. Break this. Does he make it anywhere? If it becomes permanent, they're going to nerf the survival rule by a large margin. I mean, we'll see. I don't think, like I said, I don't think 2v8 will become permanent. I think we'll just have a permanent rotating game mode. I feel like other games do it. What the? Sausage sizzle? Okay. I feel like other games do it, and it works out just fine. Make that hit. Does she go in or no? Yeah, she's probably gonna go in. Does she go back down is the real question. She doesn't. Mad drones. Also, I'm probably not going to keep running for slowdown. Again, the main reason I'm doing it right now is just to test it out, see how it goes. I probably could have made that Scourge Hook. It's fine. Probably could have made both, to be fair. An extra drone. Someone's going around getting rid of them all, and Nancy's still underneath. I'm going to get rid of this one and see if I can maybe sneak up on her. The answer was yes, by the way. Yeah, we're at 30 right now, 30 hours. It hasn't even been a month. I double checked. I double and triple checked that. Does that hit the other pallet? Just barely. I'm gonna readjust this to here. She might have decisive. She has the obsession. Oh, no. Okay, that works. I can get her back on a Scourge Hook. That works. They're not buffing Merchant more. I mean, again, they said they're not touching any killers for a while, so I wouldn't expect too much. Nick is over here somewhere. He's right there. He's going to the House of Pain. That's fine. Did he go in or no? Yeah, no, he went around. Beautiful. And I know there's a Scourge Hook like right here. Leaving rework potentials? No, that's fine. Any form of anything, any engagement on those is always nice. Like I was telling someone, the main point of those is just curiosity, mostly. I gotta find 11. I got auto-aimed to hell there. That was fucking bullshit, but alright. That was some fucking horseshit. 2 on Death Hook, 1 left. Ace got scanned. He's over here somewhere. I should have been tracking that better. Nice try. The sound effect on the hook is really nice, honestly. I love Turnabout the Clock so much. I can maybe get Nancy out right here. I'm going to set one up outside. I was really expecting Dead Hard. Why couldn't this be the 10th anniversary? Honestly, the more I think about it, it makes a lot more sense for this to be the 10th anniversary. By the way, that's why I love Turn Back the Clock. Mr. Vonage. Oh, she dropped. Oh. I don't think there's really any pallets over here for her. Okay. And I see someone right there. Hi, Ace. This one. I can't because the hook's in the way. He doesn't have any stacks anyways. I probably could have just done one in there, to be fair. I'm gonna wait. I think that one's coming back up soon. That was smart. I'm surprised he didn't go for that one. Almost had the double hit. Oh, the big one never comes back. Absolutely miserable time. I wanted to come back. I just wanted to be readjusted. I think the idea is sound. I like the idea. I just feel like it's another one of those things where I feel like behavior just like dropped the ball. I feel like there's definitely stuff you can do with it. I've seen multiple ideas floating around on how to make it better. Like, I'm merging, I gotta go. Alright, have a good night. Get some stacks. Good shit. GG's. Thematically, it was great. It was just overtunes for survivors and nothing for killing. Exactly. I just feel like there's stuff they could definitely do. Letting the poisoning of the food actually mean something would have been nice as a start. They did say they're looking over feedback to make the event better next year. I truly hope they do. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, because even with what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? The Masquerade, like, it wasn't nearly as killer-sided as this was survivor-sided. But they did look at a lot of the feedback and did adjust some things. In my opinion, the biggest problem with the Masquerade wasn't the killer powers themselves, it was how easily the killers could get them. Because you basically got an invitation, and then it was just on a cooldown. I think that was part of the problem. I think for the Banquet, I feel like every single one of those should have something for the killer. Something for the killer. The only one that did was the haste one. You could argue the party palettes were for the killers too, but not really. But that's something, yeah. They never got feedback from the consultants. Just because they get feedback from the consultants doesn't mean they listen to it. That happens all the time. Not just in DBD. That happens all the time in every industry. In every game. League of Legends has consultants. I think Apex also has pro consultants. They don't always listen to them. Consultants aren't telling them what to do. Consultants are just advising. You don't, like, not a lot of companies don't always take stuff their advisors give them. That sounds counterproductive? Not really. Because here's the thing, too, and this is the problem with the consultant program. Hang on, I'll pull up MS Paint and we'll explain it here in a minute. I will say, is that part of the top of it? That's part of the top. I was going to say, I really do like the necklace, though. It's probably the best part of the skin, to be fair. I'm going to let... This skin's going to grow on me. I'm calling it now. This skin's going to grow on me. I'm going to say I hate it. And then I'm going to be like, you know what? Actually, I love this skin now. Because there is one problem with consultant programs like that a lot of people don't really think about. Because it doesn't sound like it should be a problem, but it ends up being one. No, not Chaos Shuffle. One of the problems with it... Okay. So, let's say... I should really get a hotkey for this. Okay, so let's say you have a consultant program. So this is your executive here. Hooray. This is your dev here. Hooray. This is your consultant here. Hooray. And this is your player base. Hooray. Okay? So if they listen... So this guy right here, not this guy. Everyone thinks it's the dev. It's not the dev. The dev is not the one who gets the final say. So, this guy here has to listen to all three of these people's opinion on things. And the thing is, with this guy, their bias is going to be towards the game itself because they are developing it, things they want to add, and things they're able to add. This guy, the consultant, is going to be looking at it more from the veteran player's perspective and the people who put a lot of time and investment into it. And a lot of the consultants tend to be really good at the game. Not all of them, but most of them. So that has that kind of bias there. And then this group, the rest of the player base, which is like 80% of us, that's a completely different demographic that requires different needs than what these two want. And that's part of the problem when they're trying to make decisions and stuff like that. It's not that the consultants don't get listened to, it's that they're trying to weigh what they're saying between these two and figuring out which one they should be listening to more. On top of that, consultants can also be biased. Here's something I bring, or a fun fact I bring up all the time. Does anyone ever wonder why Chucky got so many changes as opposed to every other killer? Because there's an answer for it. It's a stupid answer, but there's an answer for it. They make more financial sense than anything. Yeah, they're a business. They have to. I don't know why that's seen as such a bad thing, though. I think there's a line to that, but I mean, the player base spiked. It spiked during the anniversary. So at the end of the day, regardless of our thoughts on it, looking at the numbers, what is behavior supposed to think? So the reason Chucky got so many changes, one, it's because he was a unique character because he was so short with a third-person camera and all that. But two, I have very good insider information that 3 of the devs on the balancing team mained Chucky. That's why this killer got so many changes. Is that bias? 100%. That is 100% bias. But that's why he got so many changes, was because of that. Technically, I can't prove that, but, I mean, 2 + 2 = 4 and all. Do I plan on playing Carnival Hunt? I have no interest in Carnival Hunt. I literally know nothing about Carnival Hunt at all. I might play the Halloween game when it comes out. I honestly don't think I will, though. Balance-wise, I think that's a tougher question. I think balance-wise, he could definitely use some changes. Mostly just an add-on pass. Honestly, I think his base kit is fine, balance-wise. I think he needs some support for controller players. And, but at the end of the day, I think Chucky is... I might get some shit for this. I think Chucky is one of the best designed killers in the game at the moment. I think it took them a year, but he went from extremely frustrating to, in my opinion, very well designed. And I think he's like at that middle ground now. Balance-wise, again, I think he could use a couple buffs. Nothing major. But mostly just an add-on pass. He probably needs it more than most killers. His only brown that's worth it is Strobe Light. Power Drill is always going to be super good. Jump Rope's always going to be super good. Hairspray and Candle's fine for niche builds. Electric Carving Knife's fine for niche builds. Automatic Screwdriver is almost useless. Yardstick's okay. Silk Pillow. Most people don't run it for the same reason they don't run Freddy's Hat. Running Shoes is great if you know how to scamper. Rat Poison is okay now. It's not like as oppressive as it used to be. Portable TV is fun, but it's not good. Straight Razor is okay. Plastic Bag sucks. Pile of Nails is useless. Mirror Shards is useless. Hard Hat actively hurts you to run. And Iridescent Amulet is... I like this add-on, but a lot of Chucky players don't think it's worth it. Houndmaster's on the list for the next killers. Speaking of Houndmaster, if you haven't checked out Silence Hero's video on Houndmaster, you should go watch it. It's really good. I rather enjoyed it. Chad, do I just keep running Force Slowdown? I kind of want to keep turning back the clock on at the very least. I'm gonna not save. Set of pain res. Let's just add his most used add-ons to base kit and then make the actual add-ons useless. I mean, yeah. I don't even think, like, to me, a lot of this is just, I don't think add-ons should be percentages. I say this all the time. It should be flat numbers. That's my biggest issue with a lot of add-on design. I've said this so many times. Power Drill, its problem is that it's a percentage. Every time his cooldown changes, then this add-on either gets more stronger or weaker. And I feel like if you just made it a flat number, it wouldn't do that nearly as much, and you can actually adjust other things. And I think, like, Bubba's a good example of them doing that correctly, though. His chilies are still, like, his chilies are still worth running. They're just not needed anymore. And I think that's the ideal. The idea would be make the add-ons worth running still, but not necessary to run. Or you do what I think they should do to Skull Merchant, where you make Ultrasonic Speaker base kit and just change the add-on. Because I don't even think it's that good in the first place, but some people swear by it. I mean, that's what they did in Singularity with Soma's, right? Soma's became base kit, they lowered the amount, and then they reworked the add-on. And then they had to rework it again, because it was really good at tunneling. Good times. I need to put points in Larry. Good times. In fact, I should probably just do that now while I'm thinking about it. I think I need more crystals. Yeah, I definitely need more crystals. Holy shit. They should bring back manual scamper and make things seem happier Howdy Ho mode. I don't think manual scamper should ever be a thing again. Chucky didn't have a condition like a lot of the other killers do. Wesker can't immediately do anything afterwards. Pursue requires you to be infected. Larry, he gets slowed down and hindered. The only exception is the Ghoul, but like Kin's been changed to a point where it's not even that good of an effect. Choose the dash add-ons to get value out of the dash. I don't think you need to necessarily get value. I think to get the maximum amount of value, sure. And I think that's fine. The problem they have with Pig is power budget. A lot of the newer killers don't really give a fuck about power budget, but she's from an era where it was, like, more of a concern. And a lot of her balancing philosophy since then has kind of been affected by that. Because what is Pig's main thing supposed to be? Is it supposed to be the stealth, the ambush, or the bear traps? And the thing with the bear traps is there's only 4 of them, so I don't think it should be that. But you have to make them threatening, and because they have the potential to kill somebody, you have to take that into account with how strong the dash can be. Now, I know some people will disagree with that, because they'll be like, well, the bear traps don't kill people that often. I'm not saying they do, I'm just saying because they can, they have to take that into account. And, I mean, it's the Jigsaw franchise. They can't exactly just remove the reverse bear traps. I just don't know how you make them threatening without making them explain power budget. So power budget would be like, how do I explain power budget? So power budget would be like, okay, Hillbilly, I think, is kind of a good example. His power budget is in his instant down and his ability to dash. That's his power budget. So, and then you look at, like, Doctor. His power budget is invested in the fact that he can stop vaults and such. As a result, they can't give him anything too lethal because of that. Now, again, it's kind of a dartboard, like, vibing kind of thing. Like, you don't, like, it's not an exact science. And behavior doesn't exactly do a good job at it. I'm not saying they do. But that's what power budget is. It's budgeting out how strong certain aspects of a character can be based on their maximum power. So, like, Singularity, for example, his power budget is around his ability to teleport around the map, get information on survivors, and immediately teleport on top of people, breaking pallets, and vaulting faster. But the power budget in a lot of that is also the cooldowns between it, line of sight stopping it, his ability to spread, things like that. Old Myers is good, a good example of power budget too. Basically, it's like, so like you make a character like Pig, like I said, so her power budget is her ambush, her bear traps, and her stealth. That is her 3 cornerstones. It's I'm pulling out paint again. I could probably do this on something else. Man, it's good to be back. All right. So, like, Pig's power budget, so, like, you have her stealth, her bear traps, and her dash. So, what you have to do at this point is then counter this to her full power. Whatever you want it to be. Max. And how much you want to adjust each of these things. Again, you could buff her reverse bear traps. But if you want her power to stay the same, but make the bear traps better, you have to lower one of these. Either her stealth or her dash in some way. And the opposite is also the case. If you want to nerf her bear traps, but also keep her power at the same, you have to either make the dash better or the stealth better. That's part of it. And that's why power budget can be very difficult. Because on top of that, this bar over here, the max power, because of how live service games work, you know, power creep gets infested, and then the max has to be increased, but behavior doesn't seem to do that a lot of the times. And I don't think they're the only ones who don't do that a lot of the times, but that's another part of it. It's like comparing Pig to Vecna. Vecna is another good example of power budget. How strong should each of his 4 spells be? How long should the cooldowns be? What should they do? What is the counterplay? All of that stuff has to be taken into account. If you buff Flight of the Damned, you have to look at his other 3 spells and see if we need to buff or nerf any of them to compensate for it being stronger. I feel like Vecna is a good example of them doing it correctly. They've done I feel like they've done a very good job with buffing Vecna, buffing and nerfing Vecna over his release. Like Ghostface, when they had to choose between stealth and cooldown, or stealth cooldown, and using the stuff like driver's license or speed, etc. Yeah, the problem I've said before with Ghostface, because I know a lot of people didn't like that all they do is like buff his cooldown. The problem with Ghostface is that that's all you can really buff at this point. There's not much else you can do without adding something else to his power. Like, I've said it before, you can't make the reveal take longer or shorter, because then he's just going to guarantee get the mark on you, and then what's the point of even looking at him? You can make him faster and crouch, you could do that, but that can lead to frustrations of him kind of just sneaking up on people. So, like, the main thing that can really touch is just the cooldown. That's the problem with Ghostface. It's a design problem. Dracula who ignores us and is good at everything? I don't think he's good at everything. He's good at most things. Dracula's different from Vecna, in my opinion, because Vecna has 4 separate cooldowns. Dracula has 3 separate forms. I think that's the difference. And they wanted each of the forms... the problem Dracula has, in my opinion, is his forms don't have... They're not distinct enough in their use cases. Because to me, I feel like what they wanted was the bat is to move around the map, vampire form is for inside of the loop, and wolf form is for outside of the loop. But unfortunately, I don't think they balanced it correctly around that. At the moment, it's you use bat form to get to people super fast, and then you use Hellfire, and then if you miss Hellfire, you go into wolf form. Dracula's a harder one to fix, though. I don't know what they do, because I don't think he needs, like, a nerf to the powers themselves, necessarily. I think he just needs a nerf somehow with how the transform works. The problem with that is then he feels clunky. That's another issue with some characters. Nerfing them is just going to make them feel bad to play. I mean, look at Jason. Like, he's got the anti-tunnel thing, and it makes him feel like shit sometimes. To the point to where they addressed it where it doesn't work between floors anymore. But the anti-tunnel thing on him is kind of a necessary evil. Same with, like, artists not being able to put crows next to hooks. It does suck, or Skull Merchant with drones. It does suck, but I feel like it's a necessary evil. And before someone brings up, well, Bubba can use his chainsaw next to a hook, I don't know how you do that without it not feeling clunky. The difference between the rest of them is they're placing something. Or going to it. Bubba's already there. Like, not being able to use your power as Bubba just kind of feels weird. He didn't feel butter smooth. That was an issue, though. He was too smooth. It was the same problem with old Deathslinger. It put people in, like, absolute lose-lose situations. Again, it's not just an issue in Dead by Daylight, I feel. It's an issue in a lot of games, but Dead by Daylight suffers from it more, where a lot of times the only way to nerf a character is to make them feel less smooth. I feel like Krisu kind of had this problem because on her PTB, a lot of people complained she was too clunky and didn't feel correct. So they buffed a lot of those aspects and made her feel more smooth to play. Then it made her a fucking nightmare. A lot of quality of life buffs like that, just they compound and make the killers just better. Not letting a killer use chase abilities by a hook rewards survivors who loop around the hook. Yes, but it also rewards you to an extent because the anti-camp isn't going off. That would be my only argument. I don't agree with it, but that would be what I would think the argument would be. I understand why they've made it so some powers can't work by hook. The problem, again, I feel, is just like with Bubba, it would feel weird to not be able to use the chainsaw versus Skull Merchant not being able to put a drone up, you know? Hello. I got 2 minutes of playtime. My best reasoning behind why they haven't touched Larry genuinely comes down to there's not enough data. I feel like not enough people played him for them to have solid enough ideas of what to change about him. I feel like I might start running rapid. This is going to be the one big problem. Ah, now she leaves. That's... Is that 4 pallets? These somehow got claw trapped? $11 is now claw trap, but it doesn't matter. I can't do much here. I feel like I have to run her around this way. The hinder might help. On the bright side, I'm getting a lot of pallets out from this side of the map. This has been an over 2-minute chase, by the way. Okay, only one gen got done. I mean, yes, the plan is to do 100 hours on every killer. That's not gonna happen. I'm taking so long on every killer, there's no fucking conceivable way I'm ever gonna get through all of them. On the bright side... On the bright side, it means that I will, never run out of content. I mean, she did what she was supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to respond to that with. It's not the most skillful thing in the world, but, like... If I waited an extra second, I might have been able to get the double tap there. It'll take me a few years, but I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna kick this one because I'm here. I mean, yeah, I just don't take it anyway. It's playing the video game. Good, dead hard, dude. It is what it is. But do you have any idea what killer you're going to play next? Clown, Dredge, or Deathslinger. They're the next ones. I kept fucking myself up there. Oh, she makes that still. Good shit. I'm voted for Dredge, that's my go. We'll see. The reason for those killers, I already have like 50 hours on each of them. That's the only reason. Let's see the Kate all match. Oh, there's 11. There's the other V. I'm just gonna go for 11 real quick. This is the one. Was this the one pre-dropping? I think this is the one pre-dropping. Hit the wrong drone. She still makes that window. Yep. Good shit. Is there another pallet here? I don't think so. Good dead hard bait. She baited that really well. I know someone has a flashlight. Am I in range of that pallet? I might be. Nope. She gets out here. Yeah, both the doors are right here. She gets out. Someone gets claw trap. That's fine. Yeah, she gets out 100% right here. Yeah, the other one had dead hard too. GG's. They played it really well. I would be curious on the builds. Always great to see. Yeah, it was a good video. You're my friend. Of course I spoiled you with free advertising. Dead hard deliverance. Dead hard. Dead hard. Overcome on the other Kates. Dead hard. 3 dead hards. Jesus. This is what it is. I feel like Corrupt is necessary, or else the matches are gonna fly. At 10 seconds can't come any faster, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. She still would have got out there. Even if it had 5 less seconds, it doesn't matter. By the time they made it there, I would have had to wait out the dead hard, and she could have just kept walking until I decided to swing. Okay, alright, Darth, I mean this, what toxicity? That's a genuine question. What toxicity was there? They said GG's an endgame. There was no toxicity at all. Mainly the bet. That's not toxic. That's BMing. That's not toxic, though. It does make me wonder, though, how many people are going to play the new killer just because of the whole teabag mechanic. That's going to be really fun. I'm also curious how they're coding it. No, teabagging isn't toxic to me. It's just an action in a video game. It's fine. To me, anything inside the game isn't toxic. As long as it's not an exploit, it's not toxic to me. More sore winners. I don't even think there were sore winners. They said GG after the match. They didn't rub it in. Oh, I can get my favorite drone spot. Hang on. Yeah, I love this drone. Me forgetting that I have an add-on that tells me exactly where they are. One's directly under me. One's about to run into me. Is that Object of Obsession on the Aurella? Interesting. Oh, I love this drone so much. And that's why I love this drone so much. That's why I love this drone so much. Gotta be my favorite drone. Remember that old Bubba mask? That's different. I feel like that's completely different. Of course, that's too far in range. I don't think teabagging is toxic. I have never found it to be toxic. I understand why some people do classify it. I just don't see it as toxic. Oh, I hate teabaggers too. I just don't think it's toxic. That's probably a bad drone spot. How the hell did Hinako get hit? She kept running? Who does that? She's going back? She's gonna drop this now. Oh no, she's not. And now she drops it. I fucking hate RPD. She's playing this really smart. She's holding these spots perfectly. Gotta run her this way. Good shit, dude. I should drop this, but I'm already this committed. I might as well keep going. This is what happens when you don't play for 3 days. I should be trying to use the undetectable more. I'm busy working on the guide script for I still am so shocked you're doing the guide 100% with you. The shitty thing about that chase with Laura is she wasn't even doing, like... She didn't use that many resources. She was just playing it very well. Just gotta go for Arella. No statistical value. One word at a time. Don't overthink it. There you go. It does look like though they committed to the other 3, unless they were doing this one on top. Which they were. GG's. Good shit, man. Why are you surprised I'm making guide? Because guide stuff isn't really your thing. I mean that nicely, but like guide stuff usually isn't your thing. So it's just odd. Also, man, No Way Out is such a good fucking perk. Laura's right there. Arella's on Deathhook, so I might as well just go for her. I was really expecting the pallet drop from them. Arella's still right there. I don't think they can make it over here in time. They can probably get Hanako up, though. I was gonna say, I'd be shocked if they don't. GG's, they played it well. The Laura was really good. Oh, wait. This is risky. Young gets hooked. I might be able to make this a 2K. Reassurance. Good shit. That was Young. He's over there somewhere. Yep, he got Claw Trap. No, that's good. Claw Trap, 45 seconds. I think I still get time for this. She's still nearby. They're both Claw Traps. 45 seconds on that. So I'm pretty sure, unless I royally screw this up, pretty sure this is just a guaranteed 2K. Actually, no, it's not 45 seconds. It's like 50 seconds because of batteries. I'm stupid. I don't know, again, it's just like discussion content is like what I usually know you for, so like doing guide content like that is just, it's just not what I expected. I'm sure you've talked about it before, and I feel like I feel bad for not remembering, but you know. No, the Laura played well. That was a good flashbang on the Arella. I wasn't expecting it right off the hook. Small game, prove thyself. Iron Will, smash hit on Laura. That's why she was camping the way she was. And Windows. Duty of Care, Resurgence, Object of Obsession. Duty of Care. No, that makes sense. GG's to him. I think that's an example of fucking batteries actually getting value outside of its main use case. I do feel like that should be an add-on, Darth. I genuinely think that should be an add-on at the very least. I don't think it should be a base mechanic. That would be a very dumb base mechanic. But as an add-on, I think that would be great. Fuck it. Make it, change advanced movement prediction to that. Hell, I'll even make it make sense thematically. She knows where they're going, so she can stop them. There you go. Make it randomized strobes. I don't know. They're like, the sound is preventing them from moving. I don't know. More slowdown seems to hurt me. I know. It does. I've done this test before. I'm so used to not running slowdown. That's genuinely what it comes down to for me. I mean, fuck. Like on Pyramid Head, like... Deadlock corrupts. And we did run oppression, but like... I don't know, I don't like slowdown. I think No Way Out is helping. I might swap this for Brutal, maybe. The other problem I'm really having with Skull Merchant again, her add-ons, like, they just don't really build into anything, which is kind of a problem. Like, she can run pretty much anything, because she's, at the end of the day, an M1 killer most of the time. So she can run practically anything, it's just... She doesn't really... Her builds aren't really there from her add-ons. Again, it's something I really miss about Springtrap. No, you're fine. I appreciate those. I've been starting to... I can actually show you real quick. If my computer doesn't explode from me opening my editing software. I mostly, like, I've been asking those questions again out of curiosity, but I have been putting them in the videos. I don't know if anyone noticed in the Hinder video, but, like, I've been putting them towards the end of the videos. Like, I have a section here where it just scrolls through all of y'all's comments on them. Just very quickly. Also, like I said earlier, the Aura video's done. I didn't want to post it today. I finished it at like 10:30. Humble me and I'll leave you be. It's just, like, again, she can run anything she wants because she's an M1 killer. The problem is a lot of things don't really interact with how the drones work. The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is, like, Blood Favor interacts with how the drones injure people. If it wasn't a Hex, I would probably run it more. Because I feel like running just one Hex is just not worth it. Yeah, it is odd, and the other thing with it is that it's only on Claw Trap. Where is it? We'll get to that when we get to the status effect ones, but it's like Claw Trap survivors you hit... Oh, wait a second. Oh! That's not as bad as I thought. So they get the Hemorrhage and Mangled when you M1 them. If they have a Claw Trap on them. Okay. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Okay. I mean, it's still not good, but, like, it's not as bad as I thought what this was when they get Claw Trap, they get Hemorrhage and Mangled. And I'm like, what the fuck is the point of that? They're broken. Unless you double tap them, but no, if it's like that, that's actually not that bad. Huh. I have a devious build. I'm probably going to run with this. Also, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say about stereo remote mic. This add-on, like, it's not bad. I actually think remote mic is actually okay. It's actually a decent add-on. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say about it. It's a passive thing for your drones that you really, like, if it's working, you're not even going to notice it's working. I don't know. Like I said, the next video is on expired batteries, remote mic, and supercharger. And then after that, I think I'm going to do the status ones. Checking my videos. Because they just did the aura ones. Then we have the status effect ones. And then the base kit buff ones. But even the base kit buff ones, like, I threw, like, manuscript in there and shit. I don't know. Again, there's so many add-ons on her that I just don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to say. I keep saying this. What do you want me to say about shotgun speakers? What do you want me to say about shotgun speakers? It's not good. You can probably do some stupid shit with it, but it's not good. Personally, I still think her best add-on is expired batteries. I think this Iridescent is genuinely her best add-on. Virtually no downside. It makes the claw traps last longer, and it gives you Lethal Pursuer base kit. Like, I think this is, like, her best add-on. Because even if you don't claw trap anyone for the rest of the match, the Lethal Pursuer at the start of the match is massive. It just sucks that her best one is an Eerie. In my opinion. Yeah, you can combo with, like, unpublished manuscript, I guess. And, like, throw in, like, Huntress Lullaby, and, actually, Huntress Lullaby would be overkill. But again, you could do, like, an impossible skill check build, I guess, but, like, it's not... I don't know. I'm gonna try BAM. I haven't used BAM in a bit. I'm gonna see how that works out. BAM and Brutal. Also, a reminder that I did have a 75% kill rate, so if MMR is doing its job at this point, I'm probably going to start losing a bunch. Just because I've won, like, almost 200 games on her, the matchmaking is probably going to start giving me people that are super, or, like, not necessarily super good, but good enough to beat Skull Butcher, you know? It's about time. I don't know about making Mike base kit. That's one of those ones where I feel like it being an add-on's fine. Because I also think, like, the base time is okay. Like, it's not a necessary add-on. It's just a nice add-on, you know? I know you were just joking, Darth. I'm just making a point. Also, Lynx, doing the math from what I can tell, I think batteries is just an outright upgrade to Supercharger. Because again, like, it applies that 10%, at least from my testing, to the first claw trap on the person. So then any more you get at that point, it's all, like, the number would be better than Supercharger is. But it also gives you the Lethal Pursuer at the start of the match. So, like, I don't, like, I genuinely think expired batteries is just better supercharger. The only time it's not is on that first claw trap, but then again, it's only 5% you're missing out on, which is like, what, 2 seconds? And again, if you're chasing someone for the full amount of a claw trap, like, I feel like you're already fucked anyways. Okay. Works for me. I just did make sure I don't get Bamboozle brains, because I usually do that with Bamboozle. I don't want to go for Steve. And then goes that way. This is a pretty common pallet. I'm going to set this down now. I'm going to put this in between the window and the pallet. Oh, he doesn't get hit with it. He finished that one, that's fine. Someone's in shack. God, I love Stabipple. I think they should rework low power mode so that you get the scan lines but cut range in half. What do you think? But you... So that you get 2 scan lines but cut the range in... No, I don't even think they need to do that. Just keep low power mode how it is and just give it the 2 scan lines. I genuinely think that's all you have to do. I turned that. Why didn't I get the haste? I'm out of drones. You foolish fools. It's 1 stack on Steve. Is that 2 stacks on Steve or 1? I think that's... It was 2. Go ahead and redo that. They're really committed to that shack one, I feel. Like I said, they're really committed to the shack one. How many drones do I have? One. Okay. Put it here. I feel like someone was over here. They had to have been. There's nothing over there, so I can get this one back. That's one. That's two. That's three. You got double tap twice, Steve. When you told me about batteries, I was thinking how I have not heard this until now. The best guess I have is that survivors barely ever outlast the claw traps. Yeah, that's probably part of it. It's also, again, like, I've said this before, and this isn't me, like, trying to, like, give myself, like, a lot of credit, but it's just one of those things a lot of people don't really test. You know? Like, no one gives a shit. Because why would you? Shin pop. Was it? It was that back one. Uh-oh. Steve, I know you have decisive. There's no way you don't. No one's working on this one. No one's back on this one yet. I wonder what it is with me, like, why I play worse with slowdown. I wonder why that is. Because it definitely does feel like it, you know? I guess his thing stopped his scratch marks perfectly. I doubt that was on purpose. I would love to test the random BS in this game, but I don't have friends who can be my lab rats. Perks to having a Discord server. And a YouTube channel. I probably could have waited that out to get the second or the claw trap. Let's try Steve. I know exactly where Ace is. We still keep 4 stacks, which is nice. DVD and Pillar Chase collab? I seriously doubt that's ever gonna happen. Not that it's an unfounded collab, it just doesn't seem very likely. I'm out of drones. You think? Hang on. worked! I am so fucking happy that worked. Merchants. It's drone spotting, alright? I cannot believe that fucking, feels so good. You feel so smart when shit like that works. Are people dying as soon as they go to the hospital because they see the hospital gives them hope, and so they unconsciously relax too much? Yeah, there's other things like that, I'm sure. Oh, you're dead. Ace, you're dead. That is 100% a thing. Why are there lockers over here? What is the purpose of these lockers here? Also, I didn't know he was there, but no scratch marks, and like it's the randomly suspicious lockers just kind of. Hyper-focused stakeout, deja vu, overzealous. Wow, with the toolbox. What did Steve have? Urban, resilience, light, deja vu. Urban. Why does somebody go running urban all of a sudden, man? Jason's pick rate went down, bro. I think slowdown is similar. You see that you have slowdown, so you hit breathing room, play 2 chill. Fair enough, that could be it. I mean, I play chill in general, I feel. Like, I don't, like... I feel like a lot of my quote-unquote sweatiness is just subconscious at this point. Like I don't feel like the sweatiest thing I feel like I did that match was the double tap on Steve and, like, avoiding Steve just so I save my stipple stats. I don't know. That is a suspicious looking one. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out for a survivor perk idea. You know, a lot of people have had ideas for survivor perks where, like, they can teleport between lockers and stuff. Hear me out. We make a survivor perk that lets them place an inflatable locker. It functions just like a normal locker. It functions exactly like a normal locker, but they can place a locker anywhere they want. I just want that because it would be hilarious. You just walking around Cronus Print main building and there's just a locker in front of the fucking window. Oh, that's funny. That gets me. That gets me. Locker mirrored illusion sounds. No. It's not an illusion. It's a real locker. They just like blow it up, and they can like get into it. If the killer M1s it, it breaks. It's like the snowmen. It's like the snowmen from the winter event. Yeah, make it a perk. Imagine Dredge being able. That would still be funny. I said let it function like a normal locker, like completely. I just want a situation where like I'm just walking around like fucking I don't know, like Leary's, and there's just a locker in like the middle of the main room. That's suspicious. I don't know. I want more mind game perks. I think mind game perks are some of the best design perks in the game. I understand why people hate them, but like I genuinely think they're fine. Also, I'm putting points into Singularity because I'm low on add-ons. I don't play them that much, but I'm low on them, so why not? I've got the BP. It's not like it's doing anything. A killer perk that spawns 3 more totems and all totems look hexed. Ooh, I like that. I like that idea. More gen regression add-ons? No, I think a lot of people want gen regression add-ons because it would open up builds more. If killers had the ability to bring... The only problem with gen regression add-ons is that it wouldn't stop people from just bringing the add-ons and the perks. That's the only issue. I don't want more gen regression perks. I feel like we have all of our bases covered with them. We have 2 for hooking. We have 3 for kicking. 1 that does progressive. 1 that hits other gens. 1 that's for a basic attack. Like, I think in terms of gen regression, it's the same thing with, like, boons and scourge hooks. It's like, I would love more, but I feel like we've hit the precipice on what they can do. Like, because if I type in regress... Like, I mean... Turn back the clock after you hook somebody. Call a brine is a kick and it just makes it happen faster. Overcharge is just a kick but makes it happen faster. Oppression just hits other gens. Ruin does it automatically. Eruption does it after you down somebody. Surge is on a basic attack after you down somebody. Pain res is on the hook. Pop is after a hook. Like, again, I feel like all the bases are covered with what a gen regression perk can be. The only thing missing would be, like, when you cleanse a totem, the gen with the most progress explodes. I think that's, like, one of the few we don't have. We don't have one for carrying? What would it be, like, Deputy's Badge? Like, if you're carrying someone near a gen, it just starts regressing? I could see that, maybe? But again, I feel like most of the bases are covered with gen regression. Cremated Remains, my beloved. Such a good fucking add-on. Pain Resonance for healing. We have that. Gifts of Pain. Gifts of Pain is Pain Res for healing. Unless you mean like it lowers their current heal progress, but like I don't think that's enough of a situation that comes up. Most people either finish the heal or have to leave it because the killer is right there. Most people don't like 99ing a heal is a thing, I guess, but I don't think it's common enough for that to be like a practical perk. If you grab a survivor, then the gen they're on loses 20% for crash. I mean, yeah. How often is that gonna happen with how the fucking validation works in this game? How many times have I, quote-unquote, gotten a grab? Plus, wouldn't that just be Surge? No, I guess Surge does have to be a basic attack, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I cannot believe... I still cannot believe how good of an add-on Cremated Remains is. I just can't. I know a lot of people will disagree with me on that, but, like, the fact that you just get blindness on the survivors and then being slipstreamed is so stupid. I find the idea of a survivor exploding from hooking another funny. What? You hook them on a Scourge hook, they explode and lose healing progress? Is that your idea? Again, I just feel like... again, it's the same thing with boons and Scourge hooks. I feel like we've... What they can do has been explored already. Like, I don't think there's much more. I think it's enough. I think I'm gonna put the rest in the game. Because, like, people are saying, like, we need more boons, and it's like, what else can boons really do? We have one for healing, we have one for information, we have one for haste, we have one for, being slugged. I missed one. There's another one. Oh, we have one for, stealth. Like, I feel like that's everything, right? And we're getting one for gens soon. Yeah, no, I guess no way that counts as a slowdown. I don't really count it as a slowdown perk, but yeah, I can see the argument. It's like Plaything. Like, Plaything is technically a slowdown perk. I love that I put so many points into V, yet I know I almost never play Survivor, so I just have a backlog of items that I'm never going to use. I don't know if we're going to P100 her, but I'm going to at least go to the P25. Because you can ignore it? I mean, fair? I mean, that's why when people were coming up with the ideas for, like, there should be perk categories. I was like, well, the problem with that comes down to how do you define what? And as far as slowdown, I mean, we have, like, Gift of Pain is technically a slowdown perk. Not just for the healing, but also because once they get healed, they do gens slower. Wretched Fate is another one. Pentimento. Like, again, like, they're, like, I feel like invocations and compromised gen perks, I feel like those are the ones we're not exploring enough. I feel like we need more of those now. Because, like, compromised gen, we have 2 compromised gen perks. Machine Learning and Help Wanted. One is a mini Stabiffle and one is Undetectable and Haste. And I feel like we could do so much more with those at this point. All gens start regressing like Ruin? Like 100% regression on all gens that aren't being worked on? I mean, maybe? You could make it like Oppression, I guess. I feel like you'd have to buff Oppression, though. But I guess Oppression could say the same, because it's just a kick. I don't know. It's not a bad idea. Again, it's not a matter of, like, I don't think there's any more ideas. I just think it's not necessary at this point. It's also a power creep issue, because, like, again, would that perk be better than Pop, Pain Res, or Turn Back the Clock? And if not, then what's the point of even making it, right? I mean, that's part of the issue people have with perks at the moment, is that a lot of them are redundant. That could be interesting. Every time they heal, they get a token. That could be interesting. I don't know. I think we're going to have to see, because I know they've said, like, because Thrill of the Hunt's getting its nerf. So I have a feeling they're going to look into hexes after that nerf goes through to see if they can be changed slightly. Because I'm still holding on to the Copium that they're going to go back through and adjust every hex perk so they don't start lit. Is Thanatta a general perk, or is it a nurse perk? I always forget. If it's a general perk, then it's probably getting changes soon. If the nurse perk, I don't know. Fuck us, I guess. It's a nurse perk? Okay, that sucks. Also, apparently, the devs... someone told me this. Take it with a grain of salt. The devs confirmed on the forums that Myers and Pinhead's perks do not count as general perks, so they will not be adjusted in the upcoming changes. With, Save the Best for Last being the exception. So take that for what you will. I could just do auto, by the way, but I'm trying to get as many BMPs as I can. stack up the Eries that I'm never going to use. We can get him back. I seriously doubt that's what that means. I just think they don't classify them as general perks. I think getting Pinhead back at this point is a pipe dream. Myers is definitely possible, but I'm not holding my breath. We still don't even know if we're getting Art the Clown at this point. So, I don't know anymore. I was explaining the Art the Clown situation to my best friend, and they still can't understand how horror licenses work half the fucking time. Why was horror licenses, man? Why is like every horror license owned by like 3 different people? Why can't it ever be simple? No holds barred. I think that's deadlock now. Weeping Wounds is Gift of Pain. And I don't know what plaything is called. I have literally no idea what plaything is called. We'll see. I mean, we also... I feel like if we do get them back... Again, I'm not holding my breath that we will, but if we do, it's going to be... It's going to be after their games come out. Fortune's Fool? There you go, thank you. And then what are Myers' now? Is it, Will to Live? Oh, no. Hang on. I don't know Myers' ones, what they're called now. Also, I find it so I didn't even think about this till just now. I just realized that the devs don't even call them by their new names. Yeah, because Mandy on the live stream still called it Save the Best for Last. Fortune's Fool, Weeping Wounds, No Holds Barred. Yep. Yeah, that's really what it is. Because a lot of horror media is just, it's cheap and easy to make. It's where a lot of directors get their start. What is it called now? Keep Them Waiting, See How They Run, Call the Week. That's what they're called now. Yeah, the Art the Clown one's just... It's so fucked. And again... So, okay, someone can correct me if I'm wrong on exactly what's going on with Art the Clown. Basically, Art the Clown was owned by a company before the people that own it now owned it. And when they got the rights to Art the Clown to make the Terrifier movies, they didn't get the rights to Art. They got the rights to use him, if that makes any sense. And now the original company is talking to courts to make it so there's no merchandise that can be sold of Art the Clown. The thing with Dead by Daylight is that I don't know if him being in the game counts as merchandise. I guess it technically does, so I'd be curious if that's going to affect anything. Now, this hasn't been approved by the courts yet, but it does make me wonder what's going to happen with him in Dead by Daylight. Oh, hang on. Wait. Hold up. Motherfucker, can of worms! I don't care about the moon. Give me my worms. Fuck you, Michaela. I don't know what Behavior would do if it gets canceled. By the way, if you're ever curious why Behavior doesn't tell us what's coming for, like, a while until like weeks beforehand. Shit like this is why. Shit like this is why. FNAF, I feel it was the exception because I feel like that was a Scott Cawthon thing, not behavior. Also, what's the shrine this week? Oh, help wanted. Speak of the devil. Unnerving presence, chat. You better pick that up. You better do it. And Iron Will, pick that shit up. Do it. How many matches did we play tonight so far? Only 4. Damn, it feels like more. They were quite long matches, though, I feel. I know I went on a little bit of a rant earlier, but still. 10, 12, 9, yeah. I don't know. I'm curious because if they do lose Art the Clown, from the sounds of it, it won't be anything in their power as to why. But if they do lose Art the Clown, I don't know. Like we won't get a November chapter at that point, right? I would assume they had to go through the rights owners, but I don't know. Also, hi, Bloom. I see you in there, by the way. Again, I would be very interested to see what ends up happening, because if it ends up being, like, we don't get it, like, again, I don't know how they would backtrack on that, you know? It's really shitty that that's how basically the foundation of the game is founded, right? Like, and the fact that they can lose licenses, but if they can lose a license before it's even in the game, like that's insane. Well, I feel like if the deal has already gone through, then nothing can really happen. Because the contract they signed probably gave them the rights for at least a couple years, right? So, like, I don't know. Second comeback chapter, here we go. We're reworking Trickster again, everybody. Yes! You think they got a backup just in case? I don't know. I really don't, because, like, Killers, most of the chapters are in production for at least a year. So, like, I don't know if they would be able to, like, push one back or forward, I guess would be the right word. I'm still convinced, I can't be proven on this, but I'm still convinced Springtrap is part of the reason why the game was so bad last year. Because, again, it takes them about a year to make a killer, and I feel like Springtrap was like Scott told them that day that they were getting it, so they had to push a bunch of shit back. That's why I think Houndmaster was so bad. I feel like they had to rush her. I got stutters there? What the fuck? I see you, Fong. I see you. I see you. got the God Palette out of the way quick. That was good. Scott was watching the Dead like a fucking hawk. I think that was part of it, but again, I feel like he kind of just dropped it on that. That feels like a Scott Cawthon thing to do. That 100% feels like a Scott Cawthon thing to do. Is just be like, hey, here's FNAF. Away with ye. Brutal's actually going to go through its fucking paces here, isn't it? You emphasize it? Not likely, right? Okay. I'm not gonna take it to basement. I actually don't think basement is worth it on this map unless you're like already guarding something over here. Brutal gets buffed? Oh, fucking no. I don't even think it should be buffed. God, no. There is no chance in hell Brutal gets popped. It would be funny. I'm not saying it wouldn't be funny. It would be a hell of a shakeup. Like, they buff Brutal to do, like, 200... Like, you break pallets 100% faster. Just to compensate for what's it called? Shit. Diminishing returns. But no, I do not think Brutal is going to get buffed. Like, in the slide. Fong, are you serious, my guy? Are you fucking shitting me with that? I wasn't even trying to tunnel. It would be funny, but considering the sheer number of killers, who could... Yeah, that would be its biggest issue. Blight, Ken... It would be great for killers like Skull Merchant, but like even like killers like Clown. Clown could abuse the fuck out of that. I love Stabipple. I love Stabipple so much. I was gonna say buff it to 40 because of diminishing returns. I think brutal's fine where it is. I think if anything, we should just buff. We should just buff the add-ons that do it, you know? Oh, Becky. Oh, Becky. Oh, wait, the door's open. Never mind. You made the right call, Becky. Do you make this? I think you do, actually. I didn't realize that Jen got done. Jen kick his shit. I still want a race car HUD, chat. You can't stop me from wanting it. You gotta love that even with me tunneling someone out and them kind of being on the back foot this whole match, that I'm still probably... I still might lose this. Okay, good decisive. I mean, I should have seen that coming, but, you know, it is what it is. Lara or Jill, I don't know which, but I see you behind me. If it's Lara, you're fucking dead. I will give you this moment of peace, for it is the only thing you will receive before the darkness takes you. Okay, never mind. Never mind, Laura's a genius. Never mind. Go now. Tell Jill of your failures. Oh, that's some bullshit. The light's yellow. It shouldn't be yellow right now. Oh, Jill, I came from that way. Oh, that was smart. She played that perfect. She might get hatched. I haven't been over here. GG's. I low-key have no idea how her power works. Okay, so if you get scanned, I get haste. After 3 scans, get a claw trap that injures you. Also makes you broken and if you get scammed while you have a trap, you get hindered. Oh, also, I'm curious how many hours she has. Okay, never mind. Private profile, never mind. The grill hook sounds scare me. They sound exactly like firecrackers. I love the grill hook sounds. I actually kind of want the bass. Man, I genuinely do play worse with slowdown, don't I? That's a shame. I was really excited to run slowdown. Meanwhile, I'm running like the most basic fucking bitch build you could run. Explaining how merchant works has to feel like missionaries explaining their religion. I didn't even technically tell her right, because that was technically wrong, because you only get the haste if it's, you know, if you revert within 5 seconds of placing or changing the direction, but I didn't feel like typing all that out. I pulled the Duke Nukem of, whoa, that's a lot of words. I'm not gonna read them. Do I want to save up for another skin? I kind of want this one. I should probably finish this one off, honestly. Is the bug still there? It is. Does the chat have a word limit? Not that I know of. If it does, then I've never reached it. It has a time limit. When the server officially times out, you can't chat anymore. I also kind of want this one too. I kind of want both of these. One day. Maybe. And I like my fit. I feel like I found a fit that's mine. And again, I haven't been able to do this with any... I have played nothing but licensed killers for like 3 years, so it's nice to actually have a killer I can customize for once. Because as we all know, Chucky's got a lot of customization options. I can put on a Santa hat and a Santa sweater and a bloody knife. There we go. customized. For Pyramid Head with his many customization options. Like full Hornet, or full Flayed, or full Blight, or Corrupted. I mean, it's happened twice, and it's funny because they were both Lara players. Also, is it a hot take to say I don't think Merchant is that bad on Gideons? Is that a hot take? I feel like because of how the loops are on Gideon's, her drones are actually able to do their jobs. Because that 10% hinder on some maps doesn't really matter most of the time. But on Gideon's, that extra 10% hinder means the difference between a hit and a miss a lot of the time. I feel. Oh, that's I like this. This is actually kind of cute. It's, Kate, V, and Jeff. That's cute. I did not know Jeff played the bass. I'm assuming it's a bass because he's Jeff. Of course it's a fucking bass. It's kind of mid for her. I don't know. I feel like every time we play on it, I do just fine. I don't know. When I use Geo readout. Yeah, I mean, I'm running Brutal, so that might be part of it too. But, I don't know, it seems just fine for her. Because the problem with a lot of the other maps is just, like, there's a lot of hold W on Gideon's, but a lot of people do try to save the pallets more on Gideon's, I feel, than most other maps. And the lack of windows, I feel, helps her a lot. I don't know, maybe just me. How long was that match? That was still a 10-minute match. Also, chat, expect the voting for the next killer. I'll probably do it. I'll probably send it out tonight. I was going to wait till we hit like 50 hours, but I feel like I might as well do it now so I can start prepping for it. You know, getting a new PNG made and start putting points into whoever it is. Because if it's Clown... I mean, I've got a decent amount of add-ons, but I should probably get a few more on him. Same with Deathslinger, I feel. I've got one Eerie coin on Deathslinger. Yeah, I should probably figure out who it's going to be. And then Dredge, I think I've got, like... Yeah, I've got 11 mics left. Why do I have 20 boat keys? I don't even like this add-on. Why the fuck do I only have 20 of these? You can definitely tell which add-ons I used the most, though. Fucking Skull and Shingle. That's funny. I can't wait. If Dredge wins, by the way, I cannot wait for this one. Because I know that my thoughts on Dredge's add-ons are vastly different than most Dredge players. There's a lot of Dredge players who fucking hate this add-on and say it's worthless, and I love it and think it's one of its best. So Dredge is going to be an interesting one. Also, hang on a second. Nightfall. Okay. Okay, I mean, there's some stuff to do with there, I guess. There's some great drone spots on Gideon's, and pallets are congested, so they can cover more than one pallet with one drone. Yeah. I don't think it's her best map. Even with 30 hours, like, I still don't know what to really... I haven't really thought about what I think her best map is, but I guess we'll see. I know my ideas on what Killer's best maps are is also kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? contested because I know a lot of people were not happy with me saying Nostromo was Springtrat's best map, even though I still hold to that opinion that Nostromo is Springtrat's best map. The only loop he can't really play is the table and the one in front of the ship with the pallet in the window, like the 4-lane one. Other than that, he can use his axe at pretty much every other loop, and the fact that the doors are so consistent, I still hold that Nostromo is his best map. I don't think it's a fun map, but I think for him in particular, it's his best map. What if event hooks had their own unique sacrifice animations? That could be cool. It's like they burned up. I mean, we have the burn animation from Jason. So I'd be curious with that. I'm not playing Chaos Shuffle. I just wanted to put points on the V. Hawkins! Interesting. I don't like Hawkins. Then again, I can see it. I can see why people think or would think it's her best one. I could see it. RPD also, I don't think is too bad. I think like that match we had a little while ago where like I got ran by the Lara. That was just me trying to be stupid and fancy. I should have just ran her down. That was entirely my fault. I feel like a lot of times when I lose on RPD, it's mostly just because I'm trying to be fancy with trying to cut people off instead of just chasing them down. Alright, who's the killer tonight, by the way? It's Freddy! It's Fredward, chat! Let's go! Oh, this is gonna be funny. He's gonna look so stupid. Also, I am keeping them all in, I'm keeping them all in a folder this time. So I'll actually have them all at the end of this, unlike Pyramid Head. Man, this is gonna look so stupid. I'm gonna love this. Oh man, how can I even... Okay, his chin is here. I'm making this harder on myself than I need to. Hang on. Behavior, why do you have transparency on everything? I hate it here. What the fuck did I miss? Thank you. I'm gonna hide that for now. Give him the arm blade, too. I'll see what I can do. Hang on. I feel like I had to distort this more. His chin's like right there. There, I think that works. It's mostly, it's the hat and the gloves I need. His glove has to be one of the most unique things in horror. I agree. I think that's part of why he's so iconic. I know a lot of people attribute it to his personality, which I think definitely helped. And I think it's a big part of it, but I think his weapon is another thing. This is an actual improvement over the Freddy image. I'm gonna put some drones down, bitch. Hey, man. You were cut in 4K, bitch. Well, maybe I do say bitch too much. The great thing about... My favorite thing about, like, doing this shit with, like, knives and blades is that even if I kind of mess up the eraser, it, like, gives them a bit of a serrated look. So, like, it doesn't look terrible. Robert Englund is king. Yeah, like I said, for sure, Robert Englund is definitely a huge part of why Freddy is as big as he is. But I don't think there's like... I don't think, like, there's nothing else. Like I think the weapon, the fact that, like, he haunts you in your dreams, like, there's a lot about him that I feel adds to it as well, and why he's so iconic. I mean, say what you will about what's the name of the movie, chat? What's the movie where, like, Freddy is like a real demon? Y'all know the one I'm talking about. But, like, say what you will about that movie, but, like, it really also, like, that was I watched that a lot as a kid. I loved that movie. New Nightmare? Was it New Nightmare? No, not the 2010 remake. There was a movie that basically made Freddy like a real thing. At least in the canon. It was a very fourth wall meta breaking movie. I think that should do it, right? I think that does it. Yeah, you can't even tell. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's so good. It came out actually really good. Let me see if I can... Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Yeah, that's it. So let me get this straight. So you want me Lynx, look, to understand, you want me to take this and add it to the end of his finger knife? Because I can do that. That's definitely an option. I just want to make sure that's what we're doing here. I think my Photoshop skills are getting better. In all honesty. Pretty please? Okay. I'm gonna have him coming off of the top. Like that. Actually, can I put that behind it? I did erase that, right? No, here's what we do. Hang on. Control C, Control V. I just need the glove. That's what I need. What are they? Of course. Does that line up with it? Yeah, it's like right there. Yeah, I think that's exactly where it was. Okay, cool. We put that under it. There we go. I feel like I could make him bigger. Hang on. Just make them absurdly large for no reason. It's time to use my favorite tool, chat. Blur it just a bit. There we go. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it, actually. This is probably one of my favorite ones we've done. Oh, that's great. Well, chat, we're gonna call it a night there. It was nice to be back. Maybe an earlier stream tomorrow. That was the plan. Again, I was driving today for like 6 hours, so I was not in the mood to stream early. I didn't wake up till 7 fucking p.m. So, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. New video should be out tomorrow. It'll be the Aura video. Let's just say I got some things to say about the Aura add-ons. And tomorrow we'll be testing Supercharger, and I'm gonna try to get the math done before stream. And I'll get back to you guys on that. Lynx, I know you're very, very interested in that, so we'll see.